What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 42 now of the Leeds United career mode. You may be thinking to yourself, why on earth are we starting after a game has already been played? That is because my Elgato had cut out of this recording literally halfway through the game. I didn't realise until the full 90 minutes were up. So you can see me on the screen. I'm showing you the highlights of what happened during this game. It's my apologies. I didn't realise the Elgato had crashed halfway through the recording, and I couldn't actually get the early footage back. So that's, again, my apologies for that one. You can see what's happened during the game. I'm showing you each individual highlight as it comes. I think the first goal came from Jamie Vardy for Leicester. It was literally just a through ball was played over, and I thought Donnarumma could actually beat Musa to the ball for some stupid reason. There was no way he was ever going to win that foot race, was it? Let's face it, Musa, how good he is, should have every day won that foot race, and he did. Played the ball into Vardy, and then literally that was the end of the game pretty much. They scored to make it 1-0, sat back. I had my chances though in this one to come back. You're seeing after this one as well, I think it was a huge miss in the end from Lasanga, which actually could have got me the draw here. There's a couple of chances I had as well. I think Costinha hit the bar, and also Chris Wood missed a one-on-one where he hit it straight at the Leicester goalkeeper. So in all, very disappointed to lose that game 1-0. Again, apologies you haven't seen it. You saw the highlights there of what happened in that one, but I can do nothing else than apologise for that one. Literally, I don't know why it caused it to actually crash, but it literally, when I came back to the recording, saw it at 90 minutes, I was looking at my recording to make sure that it was all okay, and then in the end I realised it wasn't. So yeah, apologies for that one again. Doing a bit of training after that game that we just unfortunately lost 1-0 to Leicester. You can see there, Donnarumma almost at 80, even after selling Lafont, who was an 80, was he 82 when we sold him? I might even been 81. We're now up to a good rating in terms of a goalkeeper at the club, as Donnarumma is now at a 79 overall goalkeeper. Looking to make him 80 as well. We obviously do have the pre-contract signing of Leno coming into the team next season. We also have an 88 rated goalkeeper coming into the side as well. So at the moment, we're looking good in terms of the two goalkeepers we have here at Leeds United. We've got Donnarumma obviously growing at the moment in terms of our first choice keeper at the moment until Leno comes in next season. Then when the next season does roll around, we have an 88 rated goalkeeper coming in. After that as well, we also have a nice centre-back in the form of Jan Vertonghen, 83 overall coming in for us there. And we have Christian Eriksen as well, who possibly could grow to about an 88 before he does, in fact, come over to Ellen Road to play his football here. He's 87 at the moment, but he does still have room to grow, along with Loic Remy as the striker coming in as well. But unfortunately for Loic Remy, he is knocking on a bit in terms of age, which means he probably won't grow all that much. However, we are taking on Southampton here for the second game of the episode, even though it's the first game that you are seeing actual with gameplay. Obviously losing that early one there against Leicester by a goal to nil. I want to try and redeem myself here against Southampton. We've actually beaten us once already in this career mode. If you remember way back, Charlie Austin scored in that very, very unlucky game that we had where we ended up losing it by a goal to nil. I might have even lost it 2-0. Yeah, I think we did lose it 2-0 in the end. Charlie Austin scored originally to make it 1-0 for a very sloppy defensive error from me. I think it was a good finish in the end from Austin, but we did lose the last time we played against them, so I didn't want to repeat of that one. And you're going to see as well, I did mention it in the last few episodes, we are a bit inconsistent in the Premier League this season. It just seems like as soon as we get one good win, when it should stem us on to something else in this career mode, we then seem to be able to end up losing a few after that, or maybe even like more than a few actually. I think there was a time that I actually went on a run of bad form where I actually didn't win a game in like 6 or 7 matches, which I don't want to happen again. I end up going to lose like again 0-0 draws and stuff like that, which is just so annoying. But 4 minutes into this one, we couldn't have got off to a better start. An absolutely wonderful strike from the main man of Joel Green. A lovely turn, I have to say. Gets played through into a dangerous area. He's one-on-one with the defender. He actually just knocks the ball around him. I think I go around the outside of, I think it was Bertrand in the end. I'm not entirely sure who actually was there for Southampton. Whoever it was, poor defensive error from them. Allowed Joel Green the time and the space to pick his target, and he fires that strike straight into that top corner to make it us 1-0 here against Southampton. We obviously were in that game for the majority of it last time we played them, and we lost that one. We were in the game for pretty much all of it, barring the time that Austin scored to really give Southampton the lead, and then after that, it was us chasing the game, and it just really didn't get any better for us. But here, we've got off to the perfect start at St Mary's and got ourselves on the score sheet early on. So, 16 minutes in, Southampton really could have had something back in this one. They looked to come back straight away, but unfortunately for them, it was then cleared away by me. Comes to Kamar Roof here, 18 minutes in, over the top through ball. Anwar El Ghazi, one of the new signings here at Leeds United, who is a breath of fresh air, gets into a very good position, cuts the ball across the face of goal, and Kamar Roof, who was involved in the build-up, gets the ball back from our new signing, and he makes it Southampton 0, Leeds United 2. So it's 19 minutes into this one. I could not have asked for a better start in here, because like I said, I didn't want to repeat of what happened to us where we ended up losing that one last time. And the fact that we were in this game 20 minutes in, and we were already a 2-0 cushion up, I was very, very happy. As well, on top of that, a number of our players that hadn't really been performing in recent weeks were stepping up and really showing why they were as good as they are in this side. So Joel Green being one of them. He hasn't really hit the heights this season in the Premier League. However, Anwar El Ghazi, since coming into the side, has been brilliant as he gets himself a second assist assist here. Him and Kamaru linking up yet again. The ball that I actually played through was not meant for Kamaru. I meant it for Augusto, the man who was actually made the run through the middle. There's a questionable thing of offside there because he was offside when the ball was played. He didn't touch it and the referee allowed play to go on, and Kamaru with his pace got into a very, very dangerous area, and it's a nice finish into the bottom corner to make it Southampton 0, Leeds United 3, 54 minutes into this one. Southampton were extremely poor on the day in 71 minutes as they sent men forward. Chance to make it 4-0 here. Ronaldo Vieira into a good position, squares the ball out wide here to Anwar El Ghazi. He gets on the ball here, and he ends up cutting inside. I think he takes a strike on in the end. It's a good save from Fraser Forster in the Southampton net, but from the resulting corner, we whip this in with Joe Green. I think the header is won by us, and it ends up getting cleared off the line here. It comes back to Ronaldo Vieira. Vieira on the edge of the area, gives it into a dangerous position where Callas can turn and try and go goalwards. The tackle is made. It's a poor tackle in the end by, I think it was Gyarados, or Gardos, however you say his name. Gyarados is a Pokemon. It's not actually a footballer. So he was then sent off for that challenge there in the 76th minute of this one. It meant we had a penalty, and I was sort of thinking about who to put on this one because I thought, you know, well, Ghazi probably deserves a goal. Looking back at it, I did put El Ghazi on it, and I probably should have given it to Kamaru because there was a chance for a hat-trick for Roof, and I didn't realise until I'm actually commenting over this commentary right now that Roof got 2 goals in this one. I didn't know he actually did at the time, so I probably should have given it to Roof. My bad, I didn't. I gave it to El Ghazi, who on the day deserved a goal for himself as well. He played exceptionally well, got himself 2 assists, and now he's on the score sheet after that penalty kick, and he made it. Leeds United 4, Southampton 0, a huge scoreline here on the return of our revenge here, if you want to call it that, at St Mary's. But Southampton had a chance to get themselves 1 back in this one, but it was nothing more than a consolation. Very good goal, though, I have to say. Lovely work by Seager in the centre of the pitch. Gallagher into Charlie Austin, who was he actually let it run here. It comes to Seager again. Seager, lovely ball, I think, in the end to Harrison Reed. And the centre midfielder fires that one into the top corner with Southampton 10 men. And they pulled 1 back for themselves. But as I said, it was only a consolation. Didn't matter to us at all. It was very nice to see the AI scoring a goal like that, though. But like I said, seems to be the only goals we concede at the moment are absolute world-class finishes. I don't quite know why we can't concede a scrappy goal instead of conceding like absolute worldly goals like that. It's just crazy. But nonetheless, we did manage to win that game by 4 goals to 1, picking up 3 points out of St Mary's. Very nice victory for us there. Have to say as well, extremely happy with the way that Anwar Ghazi has come into the team. He's just really got the rest of the players up to another level, and I'm really, really enjoying using him. He looks to be one of the big players. I said a few episodes ago we were lacking inspiration in the final third, and I think we've got that with El Ghazi. We only paid 6.5 million plus Dakara, 2 middles before for the right winger who we actually play up front. He's our number 10. So I couldn't have asked for more from our new signing, and he has delivered perfectly for us. As you can see, Donnarumma so close to that 80 overall. He's literally the tiniest little bar away from hitting that 80, and when he does hit that 80, he will become the second player in this side. Obviously, we had Lafont there, who was the second 80 rated player in the side, alongside Joe Green. But we obviously sold Lafont on, and it means that Donnarumma will be the next 80 rated player in the side. De Sigurdo still at 79. He's close to hitting 80 possibly as well, so we'll have to see if he can make it to 80 before the end of the season. On top of that as well, we've got El Ghazi as well, so close to being that 80 overall. So I'm hoping to have 4 80 rated players before we end this season, and that would be absolutely amazing here at Leeds United if we could possibly do that. We went into the 3rd and final game of this episode here against Chelsea live from Ellen Road. It was obviously going to be a home game here against very tough opposition in Chelsea. Have to say as well, last time we played Chelsea, if you remember way back, Lasanga scored his first goal for us here against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It was the chance where we'd had 2 long shots come back off the woodwork, and Lasanga literally had a header that he could not miss, because had he have missed it, he would definitely be leaving the club. I mean, he's already leaving the club. I've transfer listed him, by the way, guys. I didn't show you, but I have actually transfer listed Lasanga. I'm just I just don't want to keep him, in all honesty. He's missed too many chances in this Leeds United side. And his time's pretty much up here at Leeds United. You can see the side that we're playing there. Very strong lineup with Ronaldo Vieira, I think, leading the diamond today in place of Pablo Hernandez. I think Anwar El Ghazi, that's his name. I'm going to have to think of an easier name for myself to be able to call him, basically, because it's a bit of a tongue twister, that one. He's still in the side for us here against Chelsea, looking for that bit of inspiration that we need. Joe Green also in there as well. But it was Chelsea who actually caused us a bit of danger in this one. It took right until the second half until a first chance came. It was Oscar sent his shot basically miles wide. There was no chance of that ever going in the back of the net. However, 68 minutes into the game, it was pretty much all Chelsea. I didn't really create too much myself as Donnarumma punches the ball out there, and Kante should have done so much better. with the rebound shot, and it ended up going miles over the bar. And I was thinking to myself, if Kante had got that on target, there was real danger we could have conceded there. But our first chance in this one came 78 minutes in as El Ghazi gets on the ball, puts it out wide here to Joe Green. A lovely ball out wide. I was thinking Courtois was going to come. He didn't come, but a poor first touch from Joe Green, and it ends up going into the hands of Azpilicueta, who made a very good sliding tackle to deny the number 14 the chance to make it Leeds United 1, Chelsea 0. But that was all she wrote for the game. So a very disappointing end to this episode. We picked up one win, we picked up a draw, and we obviously lost the opening game. You didn't see that one against Leicester. You can see by the match facts if they are in fact true, because I've got a bit of an issue with them, as you remember from a few episodes ago. We didn't really deserve to win the game. Nothing really happened, like I said. There was no big chances in it. I think the two shots on target that I had were literally me taking shots from long range and it being blocked before it even reached the goal. So very disappointed to come away with a 0-0 there. I guess you could say it's a good point against Chelsea, because it is a very good point, I have to say. They do have a very strong side. However, looking back at that game, they didn't really cause me too much of an issue, and if I'd have had a little bit more time, maybe I could have got myself a goal, but I didn't in the end. You can see where we are at the bottom right of your screen. We are currently sat 9th place. However, Swansea and Liverpool both having game in hands beneath us, so we don't know where we're going to finish this season, in all honesty. If we have a strong end to the season, we could get up into the possibility of maybe hitting 7th or 6th, but I'm not expecting that. I reckon we will finish somewhere between 9th and 10th come the end of the season. There you go. Donnarumma did hit an 80 overall, so it means now we've got 2 80 rated players in the side. Very nice to see. We are coming towards the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all for the next episode of Career Mode very soon. Adios.